times. The Neon hasn't looked great, but on the Jet, he's looked fantastic. Koshmaris, though, has come through and put him in the dirt right away with a post plant now for Heretics.
And Koshmaris up on this corner, almost just going to avoid the knife, just to not give his position away. And already 3 kills at the pistol round for him. It feels like an impossible task already. And although Chronicle will get 1, it is all a consolation. A pistol round for Heretics and a solid start to the game.
The hard work is about to begin. That flash didn't catch, but a double on the back of it anyways. The swing out from these 2 defenders looked to give the round to Vitality.
This is a problem. And that's not gone well. Already the Bandit finds 1 victim, the Bucky the other. And now Riens needs to clear up, and he's just missed out on that spray. Time ticking away. 10 seconds left. Spike plant not happening, but he's in the corner. And actually, he just waits. Benji runs through. The Bucky finds another victim. And all he has to do at this stage is survive. And he will. A Red Bull clutch. Perfect. 15 seconds about to be coming in on the count, and they don't have any utility. You can't even quickly move into space with Koshmaris, and they are being shut down because of it. Leaving a couple at the back of the site. They need to kill Yumpy immediately, and they have done, but they didn't get the spike in time. And Chronicle's going to win just sitting on the beach all the way back in spawn. No opportunity, a Red Bull clutch.
And if it works, it works. 6-4, 2 rounds left to play with Vitality bleeding almost down to just 1.
They got him. Drone spotted. Sayonara in real trouble. They know exactly where he is, revealed at the back. Gives a further advantage, but this time Koshmaris has been shot down! And Chronicle, just like that, flips the round. Turning it back into a 1 versus 1. That cove is eventually going to fade away, and he needs to find the shot. Needs to try and get this kill instead.
Oh, he's blinded him!
Stick it in front of his eyes! That's madness from Bravek! How has he done that?
Koshmaris was hiding in the corner, and now it's a freebie. In fact, more than 1 on offer. The stun, perfect, sends him into Benji. And Yumpy, the man who missed them just moments ago, now stands with just a few to try to steal back this site. And that's exactly what they've done. Vitality looking to close the gap. And it's only Woot in their way.
Spike planted.
Oh, he's not going to make it around that corner, that's for sure. The Chronicle pistol, 3 for him in that round. And
it's being lined up, but it's going towards default. Oh, here we go, the bounce around. That's dangerous. The spam, so close, and the nade ends up catching Woot out. He's the one to fall with Benji. Crumbling down as well. Riens is all that's left, and the shadowed road back.
He'll be going back in if he keeps playing like this.
Exactly. You gotta earn your freedom, unfortunately. There's the dash in. Thurka closing the space. Hunter's Fury sent through, but Riens just wraps around that side. They're a little slow to follow it up, and now it's 1 by 1. Riens just being offered free picks, get out of jail free card. In goes the flash, and well, Sayonara's not going to be caught unaware. I thought Riens could get the jump on him, but evidently not.
Just trying to play that post plant, trying to play the time. And for Boo, the last place he was spotted is on the site itself. There's so many angles still to find. Sayonara said he'd been a little bit quiet.
Now it's a 3v2, even with that pick back from Woot. And he's walking right into Chronicle. There's not feeling too forgiving. The op retrieved, and the battle sage of Boo will step into the same angle, the same way, and it's the same. They should be aware of this. A small risk taken by Koshmaris, but his reposition is just in time. Profek taken down, Hunter's Fury sent through an attempt to root him from position, but Sayonara's not landing the shots.
He's just waiting.
He just wants someone to step into Durka's line, and there it is. They have time to run, but they'd have to sprint now, and very soon locked into this B site. Indeed, it is too late. Chronicle has to wrap up through mid. The wall's fallen, and Koshmaris wasn't ready. Heretics, they fought so well in those early rounds, but
he'll have it again in 5 seconds. That kills for free, though. That's at least something. Bringing back a teammate seems like it's going to be impossible, though, and on the angle waits Durka. That's been his whole round, just waiting for someone to give him anything, and now looking to try and take it himself. Woot has run out of time, and so have Heretics. It will be a 1-0 start for Vitality. Maybe shakier than they would have liked, but they're not going to care with the lead under their belt.
Oh, the mountain now well and truly within reach. It's under their feet. They have started the climb in this grand final. They'll get close and hear the wall fairly soon. But before that, a battle. And it's Koshmaris to find the first with a double from Woot. This round is done, but less unreasonable, and so far it's impossible.
Even having the pop flash on the other side, and there will be absolutely nothing.
Thorns popped early. They were about to go down to the nade, so it's expected. But look in the close corner, Koshmaris. Once that wall is toyed with, he's there to take the kill, but
Sayonara's head ripped off. There's another player waiting on the angle, and Yumpy actually just almost alpha male swings off the back of the Prowler that didn't even find a connection.
Spike planted.
Puts them back into an advantage, but this is, of course, a bonus round for Heretics. How much damage can they do?
The paranoia to come in. There it is, fired in. Prophet walks into it. Beautiful pickup from Woot. Nice setup, but now without utility, they still need to find those 2 kills. Yumpy's looking to make a move through the smoke, and his timing sublime! Yumpy!
Attempting to try and give them the space, but he has bought enough time for the rotation. Yumpy just getting spammed out. Another from Woot. Heretics can be very, very difficult to play with, and a pistol might just prove that. Well, it seems like Koshmaris might be fine. That's one hell of a way to start.
But the ending still to be written. Team Heretics could steam into the lead with just a few more kills, and Koshmaris is happy to oblige. The wall will soon fall, and then Sayonara's primed to strike. Vitality fighting their way, clawing their way back into this one. 7-6. Still not enough to make me believe they'll win, but 4v4 we go back. Damage is what we're looking for, and okay, we've already found it.
30 seconds left.
Every kill from this point is a bulldog left on the floor. It is a costly blow delivered. And Durkin in check. Now Woot caught Sayonara and Chronicle. The clutch master, a man we've seen win many more clutches than he should have. Well, now a big challenge. 12 seconds though. That spike has to be planted on B. Unfortunately, Chronicle is already thinking about the long game. He's wrapping around. It does mean he'll be in a spot that maybe won't be expected at this point. You can see most are looking elsewhere. It's only Rienz that he's walking into. A headshot landed, and another found, but it's not enough. The battle boo is back in effect, and he's looking for a fight. He looks for the battle, finds the first, but victory evades him.
You might be looking at that steel garden and thinking, okay, that's going to take their weaponry away. But it's not going to do too much. That, however, is a bit of a nasty surprise. The flank has worked wonders. Now down to Woot to try and clear, and he can't get anything. I expected.
Right side, guys.
One below me.
Nice! What the fuck are you doing?
It's Benji Fishy again, a massive round from him. Vitality 1 round behind, and Heretics put to pressure. The buy, not pretty. Oh, Durka, good work. He'll get a second. And it looked like he'd stick around for more. He's thinking about it. Back and forth he goes. Yes, fourth is exactly where he'll go. Durka, he'll get a fourth! Sensational play! The Boombot first to find them in the corner is Yumpy with another big blow! Vitality steal the lead! Heretics won't just sit and wait on the site. You have to imagine they'll look to take some ground, and Yumpy spotted them. There's the ult put through. Caught both. Prophet sprints now to the site. Yumpy could be caught with util though. It's disastrous. Those two players, sure. Prophet knows that they're locked in, and he'll get an offer of a fight, but boo.
But the read is slightly wrong, and Sayonara's been dealt with. The patience paying off. Prophet in position though. He got here in time, and he will catch two. Weaponry not at the ready. He will eventually fall, but he might have just done enough to give them that 2-0 start. Weaponry about to be removed, but it wasn't removed just yet. Rienz has also woken up with the perfect time, and now Yumpy is all that's left to save them from OT. They know exactly where he is, and Heretics keep on fighting.
They've risen back with wings of shadow. Setups here, Banshee and Boo. Smoke went out. Oh, it's free onto Prophet, caught in the TP. And now as they move to the side, I mean, there's no pressure on Heretics. They don't need to force those fights. They'll sit back, they'll wait, and they'll get another opportunity. 5 versus 3 now. They look down and out of their map, but they are still in contention. Rienz and Woot showing that in Sayonara. A tough game for him, but a 4K on offer. A 1 versus 4 clutch For all he knows, it's being diffused, and now the tap comes in again just to remind him. 13 for Team Heretics. Big danger lurking around the corner. You can see Benji Fishy sitting outside B waiting for his moment, but Luke goes down. That's a big spam kill by Profek. Unfortunately, that's the go signal for Benji Fishy, who's now walking up on B for free. Kosh as well, even delays with the stun, buying time, and time is all they need. It's Boo with a clean shot, and now the wrap coming through as Sayo and Profek find their kills. Benji finally strikes. Chronicles got Koshmaris. Benji's the last alive. Krillin! 18 HP in those last fights. One shot was all they needed. Still, this looks like a fake. It should be a fake, but oh, it's beautiful. All the utility sent into that back corner. And now Durka sent out to the site. Oh, there's no fake anymore. That's fully taking this A site. Rienz has to be dealt with, and he will eventually.
Profek's backstab, it needs to be perfect, and he's had to let go. That's the spike on the deck. Now it leaves Profek. And when you might have seen Rienz blind earlier from a paranoia, it wasn't from Profek's. Boo tried to make his life that little bit more difficult. But for Profek, well, saving a gun here doesn't really hold any value at all.
Paranoia is going to go through, but those thorns are going to get popped immediately, and Koshmaris is stuck now, but still wins the fight?
I don't know how he gets up there, and eventually Sayonara gets the kill he deserved. The problem is he's alone. Didn't have any support. The run through is so risky, but Boo still managed to take one with him. Got rid of Profek. Benji Fishy on his last legs. He's got to be careful of the spams. Left desperately low. Swinging in from Waterfall will be Yumpy, but it's Rienz again, leaving just Yumpy to try and save them. Both players tagged. Both players low enough that he has an opportunity, and he's got the timing right, but so does Benji Fishy. Heretics were wounded, were kicked, were bruised once more, but they have won their map choice. No 3-0 today.
Climbing their way back into this game. They've shown that this grand final is going to be anything but quick and easy. Players doubling back, but they have pumped the brakes. Players hiding in every nook and cranny, looking to swing together, the element of surprise, but there's so many players from Vitality here. Sayonara's got himself a double.
They've chipped a little bit away at Boo. Eventually it's going to come down to the time as well. 25 seconds as they have to make a move. Profek needs something. He's dead immediately. First goes their way, and they're running into each other on the back of the site. Maybe a bit more of a problem, but Chronicle might just have been there to save the day. Well, he's got to even try and get the plant eventually, unless he's going to kill everybody off in the next 8 seconds. And instead, Sayonara, sat in the corner, will give Vitality the pistol. The only gun is still in the hands of the man who had it from the beginning, and Koshmaris has been dealt with. Now it's problems for Boo. It got dangerous, incredibly dangerous, in fact, for what was invested.
One locked, one damaged. Durka, though, sent running backwards. And so Yumpy decides to strike, but now he's on the backside alone. He's surrounded and doesn't even know it as Wu picks up a double. This has fallen into Heretics' favor. A plant and a cosmic divide. Now that gap is gone. Heretics way back on a main, and they've got post plant.
He has been checking every second or so, but it doesn't matter. Wu is quicker on the trigger.
Oh, well, Yumpy, get your gun out! Profek's got him covered! Now it's Boo alone with a judge to work with.
Whatever plan they had coming into this final round of the half has already been disrupted. They're already coming in bleeding. Woot will at least find one, but they are being picked apart. The trades back, and just look at the HP of these last couple of players. The fragment, and then the frag to close out. Vitality a 10-2 defensive half for the 3rd time this stage.
The Headhunter's already claimed a victim. Luckily, Woot is here to put numbers back convincingly in Heretics' favor. Nicely done.
It got dangerous for a second, but with no spike plant and Profek a million miles away. And Yumpy's found another.
He's going to run, surely. Go to B for the plant, but they're worried about that mid push having come through. Boo, his 3rd kill of the round's just been found. The spike picked up 8 seconds. No time if they can interrupt this plant. No time if they can interrupt it, and they will. Boo, counting in his head. Well, oh my goodness, that timing as well. That is just salt in the wound. The only thing new is the taste of defeat in this half for Team Heretics.
Yeah. Doubling up, waiting for this swing to come in, but it is not clean. The Rienz of last round is dead, and now he must watch.
Oh, that flash is nasty. Kosh doesn't stand a chance in Vitality starting out this half, but the streak seems to be put to bed. Chronicle with another, and it's just a formality now. Woot in the 1v4. He'll get the first, but going through that cosmic divide will be his end. There it is, 13-7, locked in. Vitality stand on the shoulder of giants to make it to this grand final. And they stand tall going into the final two. Before we go to a break, folks.
To another second place if they lose one of these next two maps. That's a great start, though. An early pick for Woot. His raise over on Lotus was impressive. They're going to hope for more of the same. Profek trying his best to survive on site has been dealt with. That double duelist swinging into action again.
They need every man they can get to fight their way back through for Heretics. As you said, fighting against the history of that second place that always claims them.
Last player standing.
They will take the pistol. Having heard no steps, now Yumpy. Hand on Benji's shoulder follows him through. It's a near impossible round. He needs to
Okay.
Given a multi-kill, but instead he'll take the knife. Style points for Yumpy, but a round that Heretics are facing a very successful retake. Koshmaris, but now he's done for.
Yeah,
there is no way out, and Rienz faces a 1v4. It would be probably his play of the year if he was to get this one across the line. And, well, how worried are you about Sayonara now? Profek for a moment, and then Heretics try to go back to B. But I think this is a bit overcooked on the attacking side, and we can see there's no surprise here.
Nope, they're trying to play with the rotations, but no rotations have been played with. And now you know what? That's the reward for earlier.
With Boo is the last man standing, but the finger guns will be dealt with. 18 HP, and Heretics just about by the skin on their teeth.
But the Viper screen has bought them time. Benji desperately low, but even still, he's taken one. He's done what he can, leaves it down to the 1v1, and it's Boo once again. He's been phenomenal in these clutch moments, and he does not miss! Even the low HP Yumpy would still be standing for everything he's fired off so far. They're now trapped within the site. Finally, he deals with one
headshot, and he gets a lot more, and that stun is caught a lot. Now here comes the Horde running through. It's only classics, but there's so many of them. The damage is actually being done. It's starting to get costly, and it definitely got dangerous. But in the end, Vitality emerged victorious.
Woot already in fairly quick, but that plant is coming through. Kushmaris just running it down. He doesn't even know. Duck is still in the corner. Some reaction shots coming out of the Finn.
A lot of that utility from Vice already dealt with. They're not wrong to still commit to this A site. We're walking out Benji! 3 in the blink of an eye! But no, come on now.
No, please. 30 seconds again, though. That clock ticking. And he gets Sayonara instead. He misses one, but he doesn't miss from there. Chronicles operators finally found a victim. It feels like he's been saving it for so many rounds, and while he will not save it once again,
it's just fine. He'll have a showstopper for the next and final round. All he has to do is get involved, and, well, you know, Sayonara, always keen to. 12-11. Another will give them overtime. Showstopper is the tip of the spear here, and that's danger now. Benji's got to run, he drops down, and boom! There for 2, make it 3! And that just might be the play that Heretics needed. Profek surrounded and dealt with, and in their final hour, an in-zone flawless answers the call. Heretics all the way to map 5.
It's crazy. Mr. Impact once again. Boo steps up when they need him, but we're going to be going over to that sideline one more time, this time with Rienz.
Is what an entire stage of play has come down to. Yumpy, the one to draw first blood, but he'll contain them. He'll keep this stack in play towards the side of Chronicle. Profek, Yumpy, all turn up. A sea of cyan and an in-zone flawless. Could be even more so, but that wraparound from Durka, he's been wandering all around, but not all those who wander are lost. What a Red Bull clutch! He found the final man!
It seems like a pretty hefty gamble. There are a multitude of players here, and they are walking into the blender. Woot makes it past, and that might just be enough. He's still fighting on his own. The other two players are only just making it there. Benji has arrived finally, but he's now been dealt with.
Both of these players just one hit. He's got 2 barrels and 2 targets. Durka, not a man to count out, but the angle perfect from Woot again. He's even seen Yumpy step towards the spike and catches him! The battle boo back for 2! And it's a 2-round lead at the half. It's been a tight game all the way through, and now sitting at 7-5. The first shot again goes to Yumpy here in this pistol round. The trades come in. Woot! He's gone in! Right behind them, a second dash online, and he is out. Unbelievable.
Gotta go.
To a safer position. The Paranoia has missed. That means he gets one for free. Kushmaris ahead of the rest. The dip through. It's Woot again. And now Profek needs to try and save them. But there is no saving them from the hands of Woot. 4 kills in the pistol round.
Holds strong on the other side of the smoke. Rotates come through. Now there's 4 players here. Vitality look to go forward. No flashes to get out of the smoke. Instead a reveal for the back, but Sayonara, Profek, Yumpy, everybody's here, but so is Koshmaris! Without a weapon in his hand, Profek drops the smoke so that he can drop inside it, but waiting down below. Oh, it's Kosh! 1 missed shot, and that's all it took for a 1 round to turn into a loss. Good
it's
stun.
A stack.
Great stun, in fact. Already on backside is Durka. It's free as can be. He's found a second before going down. That is the job done, or so it should be. The Blade Storm, though, proves to be deadly in the hands of Woot! They don't stand much of a chance. Obviously that Odin brought through, but the rest will just be pistols, calling the timeout here to give them a chance of taking this, but maybe even move towards info gathering, testing.
With a bright future ahead, but it's Durka, a seasoned veteran, a man with rounds away to the number that has cursed their opponents, but not one they are letting define them. Kushmaris.
But the advantage still for Heretics, the team that had a chance to close it. Well, they might just have another. Koshmaris, even low. He's not low enough. Heretics, just 2 left to take down, and it's Burgee Fishy with both of the final blows, and in zone flawless.
Koshmaris now sent to the other side of the map. Bear in mind, he was denied every single time. The Benji's been spammed out through the door. What an opening from Chronicle. The rest of the squad breathing down his neck. To get out of here seems impossible, and it is. Durka shuts him down.
And the rest might even look, there's a Paranoia in spawn. They're looking to push forward, 2 behind, that means 1 ahead. But a Paranoia of his own has bought Boo a second lease of life, a moment to breathe as Rienz now starts to push to the site. Koshmaris falls though! Everybody falls on Heretics! Another overtime needed.
There's no one outside C. I've drone through A. The only place left is in towards B. Paranoia immediately sent through. The spams working out. Profek again on this site. Sayonara joins him, but Rienz, Koshmaris are trading effectively. You might have an idea of what they're doing, but can you deal with it? Still, 1 man stands in their way on C. That's Durka to even things up once again. Left. The only safe place is that B side, but is it safe for long? Dropping 1, and the wall back, but Benji survives. It seemed like he was dead to rights. Rifle retrieved, and he still takes it home. A Red Bull clutch for Benji Fishy.
Another chance to close this out. I'm losing count of how many times Heretics could have lifted that trophy, but it only has to go right once. Another taken down on the wall bang as Sayonara is sent away. It looks like Heretics are on the verge of victory.
Chronicle's gonna walk in. Boo's perfectly positioned. Only 2 stand in their way.
For Vitality, a few rounds ago, the mountains really were within reach. But Heretics have come through and buried the path to the summit! 15 rounds! That's what it took! Clutch after clutch, play after play, and with an end zone flawless, they will take the grand final! Heretics, the best of our region, the best of EMEA!
From 0-2 in the group stage. A 3-win streak, an early defeat in playoffs, a lower bracket run, that takes them all the way to the place they have looked for 2 years. We have talked about this squad as being the best in our region, but they have never been the best in our region. Lifting that trophy has avoided them time and time again. But the fact is, they are now categorically the winners of VCT EMEA. They take top 8 at Masters London, a home turf for Benji Fishy, who had more than his fair share of impact in this game. But the fact is, not a member on that stage now should feel disappointed, even though for Vitality it will feel that way. That was a battle, that was a brawl, that was a war. But the fact is, there can only be one victor.
We know that on their day, Vitality could have taken this series, but it is not today! Los Niños finally break the curse! And a trophy lift years in the making!